Okay, so I'm going to be doing progress check 1 from 9.2. And so I'm just going to start off by drawing the triangle. So that's going to be angle B, that's side A, side C, and that's B. From there we've got our angles. We're just going to have to solve for B first. We're going to take away from 180 minus the two angles that are added together, 21 plus 36, and we get 123. And then from there we know that angle gamma is 36, and this one will be 21. Now that we have that, next we are going to use the law of sines. So we have where it's like proportional, where it's like A over sine alpha equals B over sine beta equals C over sine gamma, in which case our side A for this is 10, which is sine 21 for sine alpha, will equal B over sine 23 equals C over sine 36. Now, first, we can't just skip to C, so we have to start off with this section right here. And so we're going to take that and multiply it to the top, so it's going to be sine 23 times 10 divided by sine 21. And that we get 23.4, and we'll lead that into B. So then we've got 23.4 over sine 23. And we're doing the same thing as we did in the beginning. It's going to be times sine 36. And for that part, we get 16.4. So then we have A, B, and C, and gamma. Beta, not gamma. So, because we were supposed to find the remaining parts of the triangle. So we had A equals 10, B equals 23.4, C equals 16.4, and then 123 degrees was our beta. Because we had this to solve for, we had this, and then this. Those were the three parts we had to solve for. So this one, we are done. And now we're on to the next part. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So here, for number 1 on BVT, we have the angle of elevation of the top of building B from base of building A is 29 degrees. From the top of building A, the angle of depression is 15 degrees. If building A is 45 feet high, find the height of building B. So for this, I'm just going to begin by sketching out the situation. This is going to be our A, and this is going to be our B. And I'm going to label this as HB. And then we know our height is 45 feet for building A. And then we've got our nice two triangles. And then we know we have from the base of building A, it's 29 degrees. And then for base of building B to the top of A, we, instead of elevation, we have depression. And what that's going to be is here. And we know that is 15 degrees. And because we know this and this are 90 degrees, and these are parallel, or not parallel, yeah, parallel. We know this has to be the same, so that's going to be 15 degrees as well. And then we have to figure out x as well, because that's something important within the whole situation. So we know that we've got, this is similar to Progress Chart 3 in 9.1, I think it was. So we're going to use tan theta for our first triangle, tan 15, because we are going to start off with this section right here first. And with knowing that, we know it's opposite over adjacent equals 45 over x. So what we have, x equals 45 over tan 15. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the next portion, which is going to be this purple triangle. And with that, we know tan 29 equals opposite over adjacent.
Tori, can I play with
Sorry.
Play-Doh?
Excuse the background noise.
Tori, can I play with the Play-Doh?
H over x. And because we know what x equals, we're just going to do x tan 29. And we're just going to take this and plug it into this. And when doing that, 45 over tan 15 times tan 29, we have that equals 93.1. And that is our solution. And then the sides of a isosceles triangle are 15, 15, and 26. So we know too the sides are just going to be the same. So I'm just going to do this because it's an isosceles, meaning it's not a right triangle. We don't have a 90-degree angle.
Tori!
Oop, I kind of got ahead of myself there. So we have, it's a hexagon. And with doing that, we know this is our center. And because it wants two adjacent, ooh, okay, wrong problem. Wrong problem.
Mom, can I have the Play-Doh?
So I was right first time. We are doing the isosceles triangle. And that's going to be the 90 degrees. And we know these sides are the same. So this is 15 centimeters. And that's 15 centimeters. Which means we know that that's our angles. So we just need to do this. What I did was 26 times 1/2, because I'm only just going to make this into a right triangle using this portion. Just this portion right here, to make it easier on myself. And then that equals 13. And with that being 13, now we are focusing on just this part of the triangle. So I'm just going to draw it again real fast. Because we know we need to find the angle. We know those two are the same. So that's the right triangle. 13, 15. So that's our opposite, that's our adjacent, and that's our hypotenuse.
Off of my bed.
So with this being our hypotenuse, we have adjacent and hypotenuse. So we're going to use cosine. -1, 13 over 15.
Mom,
And we get 29.93 degrees.
can you open that for me?
And then we have to go from there to find this angle. Now we want to find this portion, this angle. So we have to do sine. It's going to be sine -1. So it's 13 over 15 yet again. And for this, we get, I gotta do the math real fast. Sorry ahead of time. So it's sine -1, 13 divided by 15. We get 60.07 degrees. And because that's going to be added together to get that angle, because we took half of it, remember? It's going to be 60.07 plus 60.07. And then we got 0.14, 120.14 degrees. And there you go. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me.